What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have to talk about something super big that's been going around the internet lately, and that is, of course, the possibility of Tony Stark's Iron Man, aka Robert Downey Jr., being the anchor being for the 616 MCU universe. This, of course, all started with an interview with Kevin Feige when Brandon Davis followed out asked Kevin Feige, now that we have the concept of anchor beings being introduced in Deadpool Wolverine, could that possibly mean that Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man could be the anchor being for the 616 universe? And with that response, Kevin Feige just smiled and said, I'm very happy that he asked that question, had a big grin on his face. Ever since the interview, the internet has taken that, and it's just been saying, confirmed, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is the anchor being for the 616 universe. Now, in hindsight, that would make perfect sense. He, of course, is the guy that started the whole thing. In 2008's Iron Man, all the way up to 2019's Endgame, he's been the integral focus of the entire franchise, and everybody loves RDJ. Everybody loves Tony Stark. He is a crucial part of the entire thing. It would just make perfect sense. Yep, he is the one. He is the anchor being for this entire universe. Except
that makes no fucking sense.
Go all the way back to Loki season 1, where Loki is first captured and taken by the TVA, and he approaches Judge Renslayer, and they're going over the whole multiverse concept to him, talking about variants, what he did to cause a variant, and why he stepped off his path and whatnot. And then he goes and asks them, what about the Avengers? They did this entire time traveling shenanigans all throughout Avengers Endgame. And her response was, what the Avengers did was supposed to happen. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. That's where things get kind of confusing, because if you really think about it, the TVA whole thing, their whole concept of TVA is to watch over the sacred timeline, to make sure nothing bad happens to the sacred timeline. If Tony Stark's Iron Man is in fact the anchor being for the 616, that would mean that the sacred timeline eventually is going to cease to exist. So what is the point of the TVA? What are they actually protecting it for if they're well aware of anchor beings and well aware that Tony Stark's Iron Man is in fact the anchor being, that 616, the sacred timeline, is going to be destroyed? And that's where this whole multiverse thing gets confusing. It's hard to do it right, and it's just a big plot hole that I hope they addressed if he actually is the anchor being within the 616. Now, it hasn't been 100% confirmed. People are just going based off that interview. But I was thinking about it at first, like, yeah, that's awesome. That makes perfect sense. But then earlier today, I had that thought. I'm like, no, actually, it doesn't make any sense at all because of that. Because if that was the case, then the TVA serves no purpose, because they're protecting something that they know is going to die eventually. Now, when it comes to the anchor beings, if it's not Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, I personally think it's going to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because he's been a crucial focus lately ever since Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man sacrificed himself in Avengers Endgame. We had Spider-Man No Way Home, all the multiverse stuff with him. He is an integral part. He is a big focus. And out of all the actors on there, aside from like Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange or Chris Hemsworth Thor, he is probably the best candidate, in my opinion, to be the anchor being for the MCU. Now, with all that being said, I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. Who do you think is the anchor being for the 616, the sacred timeline? Is it Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, or is it Tom Holland's Spider-Man, or is it neither? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below in the comments. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to check out this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video on your way out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.